The Little Mermaid is 33 years old, and much like Ariel's own grotto, filled with secrets and treasures you've missed. Like the 2 moments that nearly led to the film being too mature for children, or what the deal with this painting is. We've got you covered, bro, with our favorite things you missed in the OG Little Mermaid. Number 1. Always read the fine print. In the scroll that Ursula gets Ariel to sign, there is a Mickey Mouse face. It is right smack dab in the middle when it pans over the scroll from top to bottom. Also in the scene where the animals are trying to break up the wedding, right as the seals are jumping onto the deck of the boat from the ocean, there is a woman with black hair and a red gown with her back to the camera. The shape of her hair clearly outlines a Mickey head until she turns sideways. Disney loves their Mickeys. Number 2. On the subject of the famous mouse, he actually appears as himself in the film. A lot of folks don't know Mickey, Goofy, and Donald Duck all appear in the film during the opening song, with the daughters of King Triton. As Triton zooms along, 3 of the audience members are the 3 famous Disney folks. Number 3. Mickey isn't the only celeb to make an appearance in the film. For you Cinderella fans out there, the Grand Duke and his assistant can be caught during the wedding scene.
Take a look at that, you pompous windbag!
As Prince Eric's dog makes a mad dash, the 2 are seen behind the other attendees. Does this mean Cinderella and the Little Mermaid happened at the same time? Number 4. Talking about princesses, let's talk about Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. It's possible that Prince Eric could be related to Prince Philip and Princess Aurora from the older animated film Sleeping Beauty. In the dining room in Eric's castle on Ariel's first evening on land, there is a painting hanging on the wall. The couple bears a striking resemblance to Aurora and Philip. Number 5. There's a bit of confusion about how a painting somehow doesn't completely get destroyed when it's introduced to seawater, but we digress. While Ariel talks about her wants and needs in this crazy universe, she swims by a painting, and it isn't just any old painting. This painting is known as Magdalene with the Smoking Flame, and its choice is not random, as there are lots of parallels between Mary Magdalene and Ariel's current situation. Also, they both can't speak. Ariel because she made a deal, and Mary because she's a painting. Number 6. Many folks don't know who Mr. Limpet is, but once you do, you'll see why this is another cool detail. The Incredible Mr. Limpet is an older, more obscure Disney film about the wonders of imagination and the triumph of the spirit. Live action and 2D animation combine to tell a story of a man who longs to be a fish after he is classified by the Navy as an F4, too small and too weak to be a soldier. Sounds familiar, right? Anyway, when his dream of being a fish becomes a reality, Henry uses his underwater prowess to become the Navy's strongest secret weapon. And this character makes an appearance under the sea again in this movie. Number 7. Seems Mermaid sitting on a rock was trending long before TikTok or Twitter. There are several shots of Ariel sitting on a rock in the film, in a pose reminiscent of the Little Mermaid statue that sits in Copenhagen Harbor. Number 8. It's beautiful under the sea thanks to how colorful all the sea folk are. But there's more to it than meets the eye. Ariel and her sister's tails consist of all the colors of the rainbow. Atina is orange, Alana is violet, Aquata is blue, Arista is red, Adela is yellow, Adrina is indigo, and Ariel's is green. Ariel is also the first Disney princess to have biological siblings, and Ariel is a Disney princess of many firsts. Number 9. Ariel is purposely made to stand out from her sisters not only in character. Firstly, she's the only redhead and the only one who wears her hair down. Secondly, she's the only mermaid whose seashell top isn't the same color as her tail. And finally, although all of Triton's daughters have names that begin with the letter A, Ariel's is the only one whose name doesn't also end with the same letter. Number 10. Ariel puts out a combo move to knock out Prince Eric. Well, at least a combo dress. The dress Ariel wears during her dinner with Eric is actually a combination of different dresses worn by every Disney princess prior to her. The puffy sleeves with the diamond designs are similar to the sleeves on Snow White's iconic dress. The light pink color comes from Cinderella's mother's dress, you know, the one the stepsisters ripped apart. The full skirt and draping are from Cinderella's famous ball gown. And finally, the off-the-shoulder neckline and long pointed sleeves were inspired by Princess Aurora's royal ball gown. Number 11. Maybe you didn't put much thought into it, but we had to settle the score. Many fans debate if Ursula is a squid or an octopus based on the number of her tentacles. The reason she has only 6 tentacles is likely because it was less expensive to draw. However, it has been suggested that her arms count as the other 2, making it 8. 8, Octo, you know. Number 12. You'd be forgiven for not knowing what Scuttle is going on about in this moment in the film, but when Scuttle is providing vocal romantic stimulation to Eric and Ariel while they are rowing in the lagoon, he is actually squawking Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet, an orchestral work based on Shakespeare's play turned book turned movie turned everything else, Romeo and Juliet. Number 13. If you're an insect enthusiast, then do we have the factoid for you. The most prominent ingredient shown in Ursula's transformation is a bubble containing a butterfly. Later it is revealed during the wedding between her and Eric that the name of the human woman that Ursula transforms herself into is Vanessa. This is actually the name for that genus of butterfly. Not genius, but genus. The category the butterfly belongs to. You probably knew that, but just making sure. Number 14. What do Ariel and Bruce Willis have in common? Truly not much, but one of the final scenes in the movie where Ursula increases in size to attack Ariel and Eric was influenced by a little action film starring Bruce called Die Hard. According to the DVD commentary with the directors, Jeffrey Katzenberg, who was the chairman of Disney at the time, had just seen Die Hard in the theater. And when he walked in the studio as they were working on the aforementioned scene, he told them, "Guys, I want more Die Hard." What does this mean? For a children's animated film? Beats us. Number 15. So we established that this is a film for young children, but Disney almost had to increase the parental guidance rating due to a little too much mooning. Princess Ariel also holds the distinction of being the first Disney princess to show her behind in a movie. You see a quick glance of it when she rises to the surface after becoming a human. The film wouldn't have been rated G if it was shown for any longer, and it explains the very quick cuts in the scene, other than just for building some suspense. Number 16. On the topic of adultish moments in the film, let's talk about blood. When Prince Eric strikes Ursula in the arm with a spear near the end of the film, the wound is purple. This is actually scientifically accurate, as octopuses and squids have blue blood. Whether this was done for science or parental guidance reasons, though, is up in the air, as it also allowed the filmmakers to show blood without earning a PG rating. Well played, animators. Number 17. Ariel shows her trend-setting personality yet again. Ariel is actually the first Disney princess to save her love interest in a Disney film. She saves Eric twice in the original film. The first is when she rescues him from drowning after the ship he was on explodes, and the second time is when Float Sam and Jet Sam trap Eric underwater and Ursula threatens to end him with the trident. Ariel yanks on Ursula's hair to make her miss Eric and accidentally shoots her eels instead. Number 18. Folks, please get to know your betrothed a little better. In the movie, Ursula's name is never mentioned in Eric's presence. Even though he goes on to destroy her in the intense finale and saves Atlantica, it is never revealed if he even knew the name of the antagonist. She was always just a transforming octopus squid lady. I'm sure Ariel eventually explained it to him. Those were all our favorite things you missed in The Little Mermaid. Any more details most people missed but you didn't because you're so smart? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for more animated content. And thanks for watching The Things Animated.